Hello, this is Riley McDaniel, and this is my final project for Campus Technology Specialist Certification for TCEA. My final project actually covers quite a bit of territory, encompassing much more than just the choices given for the final portion of the TCEA certification. It is a Park Symbaloo designed for my school, but not only beneficial to my individual school, but the district itself. For one, it will provide a home for the Web 2.0 professional development workshop that I will give titled No More Poster Boards to our faculty. So that's what is the main part of my project will be, is the workshop choice. But I want us to take a look at everything that I've created here. First of all, let's start off by looking at a couple of things I did to prepare for this project. I became Symbaloo EDU certified. In other words, I went through their little training program designed for teachers to learn how to use Symbaloo in the classroom. And then I took that one step further by becoming Symbaloo EDU Professional Development Instructor Certified. So there's those two certifications right there. Let's go back to the meat of the project, and here we go with rohs.symbaloo.com. That link will be provided for you in the email I've sent. Here we have a home. Here's the home page. As you can see, I've created this home page for all the typical tiles that one of our teachers might need. Got the Red Oak page there. There's our high school page. There's our mail access, Skyward ESOP Eduphoria, the library catalog. As the librarian, this is very important to me. Access to professional development offerings we have, C-Scope, insurance, things like that. Also included on this particular page is library newsletter link, which also was one of the choices for the project. I've already had an ongoing one, although it needs updated this time. I will update it for the beginning of the school year next year. So there we go with that. Some of the other things I've included on this Symbaloo are presentation tools. So a lot of these are going to be included in the Web 2.0 class I'm going to teach. I've got the little instructions here for the teachers, just to kind of tell them what some of these are. Different ways that they can get students involved in doing projects that aren't poster board, that aren't just write and turn in an essay. Something to make it a little bit more relevant, a little bit more fun. We have things like Slide Rocket, which of course is, just a PowerPoint, but it's a way to keep them online. Squidoo, Spring Pads, Snap Guides, Narrable, Glossy, which is one of the new favorite Web 2.0 tools I've found, which makes online magazines. Infographic tools. Down here are cartoon strip tools, sign generators, Fakebook, and things like that. So there are some different presentation tools. There are a few things on here that I've included that are included in the Symbaloo EDU package that are really neat. Lots of other Web 2.0s. For instance, you can click on reading and it'll bring you to another mix of like poetry archives, things like this. This is going to be great for our teachers. Very excited. Another one of my created ones here are useful tools. On here we have just a bunch of useful tools I think that our teachers could use, such as, let's look at Super Teacher Tools here. You click on this, it's going to take you to a website where they can create Jeopardy, matching games, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, seating charts, useful tools like that for the class. We also have here ways that they can print just certain things off of web pages. InFocus allows them to create highlighted web pages from other places on the web where they can provide a link, and they can highlight certain things that they want the students to see on there. Great tool there. Got country guides on here, and of course, as I've explained in this little Google Doc, the sites that follow this are places they can find other useful tools. Just a list of um, just a list of useful tools like other Web 2.0 tools they could use in their classrooms. Another web mix here I've created is the ROHS photo and video editing tools. Up here on this row, they've got free copyright-free pictures that they can download. Over here is videos that they can use in the classroom, not having to worry about copyright. Image converters, various picture editors, a little bit more advanced free picture editors, as well as ways to catch videos, convert YouTube videos into other videos files, so they don't have to use Google. So they don't have to use YouTube in the classroom with all the other stuff that it can show. And of course, Screencast Cast-O-Matic, which I am using right now. Okay, I'll get to the meat of what we are doing here. On this park page on ROHSassembly.com, the teachers will always have access to this Web 2.0 class that I will be teaching them. So they can go back, they can review the tiles, the websites that I used, even watch the little videos. And also while I'm teaching the class, since this is parked and they can all get in without any kind of logins, they can follow along as I teach the class, clicking on each one that I click on, because I will be using this same screen. And we'll be taking a look at videos using Wallwisher, now known as Padlet, so that they can ask questions and post notes while I'm teaching. And then basically we're going to go through various ways that students can use Web 2.0 for projects other than making poster boards. I am so tired of seeing my now sixth grade son come on with poster board after poster board project, and he hates it. And so we're asking for forgiveness before permission and doing a lot of different Web 2.0 stuff instead at the house. Okay, so hopefully everybody's familiar with Fakebook. Very popular. This is where they can set up a Fakebook page. I'm not going to show examples of all of these, but here's a Fakebook George Washington page that I created for this presentation, just to show how it can be educational, how students can do a project using Fakebook. You can cover a lot of information about a subject such as the Battle of Yorktown, even linked in a movie here from YouTube, and then information from George Washington's quote, friends. Okay, from Fakebook we're going to go over to Prezi. A lot of teachers, you might be surprised, don't know what a Prezi is, especially in my campus. We're going to watch a little video called how to make a Prezi, and then of course for each of these I'm giving the teachers a chance to make their own Prezi. We're going to look at SpringPad. We're going to look at a project that my son did using SpringPad. Give them some ideas how just a different way that kids can create information. We'll look at SlideRocket. Not going to spend a lot of time there. Most of them know how to do PowerPoints. It's basically an online PowerPoint maker, but the good thing about it is they can store PowerPoints online so they're accessible for anywhere. Glossy is new Web 2.0 app that makes online magazines, such as this Hawaii one. It becomes obvious how this can be used in education, how it can be used to create reports. Very nice. We're going to look at Squidoo, which gives students another way to present bukus of information without having to turn in a paper. You can use videos, pictures, write essays on here. But they're all doing it online, so of course it is way more light. From there we're going to go look at GoAnimate, where they can create animated cartoons. Most of us are familiar with that. Then we're going to look at some different comic strip makers: Toondoo, Bitstrips, Marvel, Pixton. And we're going to include WebQuest maker known as Zoonal. Now, Zuno, of course, is a WebQuest maker. I'm going to teach them this. I'm going to probably let them create one, but we're also going to look at another way to make WebQuest shortly in this class that I'm giving. And I'm going to show a lot of teachers I realized recently don't know about TeacherTube. So that will be introduced as well. Now you look at this and as you go through each one, you say, well, that's not going to take much time. But actually, when I give the teachers a chance to use each tool and start creating with it so they can see how easy it will be for the students, this turns into a 2 to 3 hour conference, because you know how teachers are. Depending on the length of times that I give this workshop, sometimes they'll be separate, sometimes they'll be together. But I want to teach them how to do a Symbaloo WebQuest. Basically, a Symbaloo WebQuest is just like any other WebQuest. The students will just go in the order of the tiles. Using Google Documents, you can have your instructions on each one. This is going to be a WebQuest over the Salem Witch Trials, the example I've created. Each one of these will have like part 1 that gives the instructions for the next 3 tiles and questions there to answer. So they will click on each one of those websites, read the information, get the information that they need to answer their questions in each part. And the final part is they're going to write an essay over what could be a modern day witch trial, what we should learn from the witch trials at Salem, and comparing it to what kind of witch trials we have today. So all in all, I'm very happy with this project. It's taken me quite a bit of time to put it all together. A lot going on here. As far as my target for this final project on what I'm wanting to be great on, it would be great if you could take a look at everything that I've done here. But since we're supposed to choose individual things, my target is the Web 2.0 workshop along with the WebQuest there, the Symbaloo WebQuest. And of course, all that would encompass as well all the other Web 2.0 tools that are provided here. Again, I like it once we teach the teachers to do a WebQuest using Symbaloo. They create their own Symbaloo. They can then create their own Symbaloo WebQuest. They can share it, and then all they have to do is inform me of the name of their WebQuest, and I can add it to the ROHS Symbaloo page. That way, when their students do the WebQuest, they all go to rohssymbaloo.com. Mr. Smith's Symbaloo WebQuest is on there. They can't be changed. There's no logging in necessary. And all the students just follow along on the WebQuest, making it a piece of cake for the teacher who just kind of sits back, relaxes, and the students are teaching themselves. And that's what I want them to realize. This is about discovery learning. It's about the students doing what they enjoy doing. That's surfing the net and gathering information themselves. If you have any questions about this, just please email me. And thank you very much.